Remember those old SpongeBob episodes which some of us used to remember those old SpongeBob episodes which some of us used to watch in 1999 from season 1? Well, recently a secret episode has been discovered from that time period. The other day I was searching through my computer when I came across a notepad document deep within the System 32. Having no idea how it got there, I scanned it for viruses. It had one Trojan in it. I deleted it and opened it up. All that was printed was website link followed by the following gibberish: AKLADSJAOAO4 slash or line F. Having not a single clue what it meant, I continued by putting the site link, which I won't tell you in case there's anyone out there fucking stupid enough to try it, into my web browser. It took me to a site. There was a black background and a huge button. It had the same text on it that was in a notepad document. I clicked it. It brought up a download link. The file wanted to be downloaded. The file wanted to be downloaded was called Spongecry.avi. As crazy as I am, I went ahead and downloaded it. Big mistake. The second the download finished, which was 4.6 megabytes, my computer made the weirdest sound ever and turned off. I tried to reboot it. Nothing happened. The file must have destroyed my computer. As upset as I was, I realized I was on my old PC. I hopped over to my Mac and re-downloaded it. This time, there's no problem. What was downloaded was the single .avi file. I played it. The movie clip was 6 minutes and 4 seconds long. It started out as any old SpongeBob episode would, except the color was distorted. When he got done playing his flute with his nose, it immediately went to the title screen. All that was on the title screen was the following words: SpongeBob Cry. Only there wasn't any jaunty music like there usually was. It lasted about 2.5 seconds. It didn't show who the writers were. I just assumed that whoever put it online had edited it for time or something. The episode started out in SpongeBob's house. It showed SpongeBob sitting in his red chair. The strange thing was, all of the other furniture was gone. SpongeBob was crying very hard. It didn't sound like anything like it was done when SpongeBob normally cries. It sounded like a real human cry. But it was all different. It sounded so real and intense. SpongeBob was absolutely bawling. He was ripping chunks out of his chair. Then the camera zoomed really close to his face. But it is the kind of zoom as if it was being videotaped by a real person. Then the camera zoomed out, showing a rotting corpse of Gary laying on the floor in front of him. It was very disturbing. Gary was absolutely mauled to death. His eyes were laying on the floor. His shell was cracked to reveal the very gross image inside of Gary, which looked a whole lot more like what really would have happened in an episode where Gary loses his shell. The camera was moving around like crazy. SpongeBob suddenly got out of his chair and ran straight forward. Then the episode stops moving for about 1 second. Then it goes to black for about 2 seconds. Then it comes back with SpongeBob's face pressed against the camera, with his mouth exploded open, his eyes black, and a deafening loud scream. I jolted up and to turn my music to turn my volume down, and then the camera started moving around like insanity. I'm sorry. It's just so dumb. The way he words things is just dumb. or her. I don't know who wrote this. You can't even tell what is going on. It was worse than anything Pokemon could ever put out. What is Pokemon? The clip then goes to black for 1 minute and 38 seconds. Then it comes back inside the Krusty Krab, dead silent. All of a sudden, the same face that was pressed against the camera appeared, but this time the scream was literally deafeningly loud. But it only lasted for about a fourth of a second. Then, for the rest of the movie, it goes back to SpongeBob crying in the chair, but after every 10 seconds, SpongeBob just gets a little bit more decayed, and the sound gets a little bit more disturbing. By the end, all there left is static and screaming. Then, you could see SpongeBob running again to the background of the static. But for the last 4 seconds, there's a text that is... For the last 4 seconds, there is a text on the screen that reads, "On timid accusation will be boldly. One-timed action will be badly." Exactly that. As if the writer, as if it was a writer written by a preschooler. After the clip finished, my computer shut down. After seeing this, I've never been the same. I've been angrier, crueler, more anxious than ever before. It has haunted my mind. I I regret downloading the video in the first place. I wish I could go back and